I used to think I was a bad student. I struggled in college and was failing classes. Then COVID hit and I had to do online classes. I made Dean's List my first semester. The thing is, I wasn't a bad student. I just needed to be able to spend extra time on things. Replay stuff I didn't understand. Reread sentences in my book. Take breaks and process information. I just needed the ability to learn at my own pace. As someone with ADHD, I noticed what I needed to be successful in class. Most classes or lectures build off the information they teach. If you miss a major topic, you could be playing a game of catch-up for the rest of the class, or even for multiple classes. Another problem is that anxiety is at an all-time high in high schools and colleges. Asking a question being horrifying. And asking a question on Zoom is even worse, with your face popping up on everyone's screen. Students with anxiety, ADHD, and autism often fall behind as a result of being unable to ask clarifying questions. These effects can be seen in the graduation rates of students with learning disabilities throughout the year. While graduation rate has improved for the average students, for students with disabilities it remains the same, and many of these kids are spending most of the day in general education classrooms, while costing schools in some states over double on what they spend on a non-special education student. A large portion of this funding goes to paraeducators. However, there's currently a shortage of paraeducators, and the presence of these educators in the classroom can be distracting to other students. Transcribbit offers a solution to this problem by providing a tool that can support both students with disabilities and their paraeducators in a non-intrusive and non-distracting manner. We received a lot of positive feedback from paraeducators about our product, and we believe it can be an effective tool to help these educators be more efficient in their work. We're constantly training ourselves to instantly respond to our phones or to computer notifications, so why not use that to help us focus? Transcribbit is a tool that automatically transcribes lectures in real time and highlights important moments so that students don't miss any key information. Students can also ask questions anonymously and take notes, making it easier for them to stay engaged and on track. This is especially useful for autistic students or students with ADHD. While I personally don't have anxiety, I do have muscular dystrophy, making it difficult for me to raise my hand above my head, especially for extended periods of time. I have to actually prop it up. Now, how am I supposed to ask a question? As you can see from this demo, students are able to interact with the lecture, ask questions anonymously, take notes, and also know when important moments are happening. And normally I have to close it during every meeting because it starts to distract me and make me want to focus on this lecture. So, do people actually want something like this? The answer is a resounding yes. Both students and special education professionals see the benefit and are eagerly awaiting Transcribbit. The special education case manager of Lincoln High School said he thinks it would be useful for not only students with ADHD, but all students, as well as case managers to help students with their course load. We're going to be getting more pilots and traction this spring semester with people from Portland State University and high school districts in Michigan, as well as our current pilots in Oregon and California. From that, we plan on selling in the district level. With our current district connections and us being able to save the schools enough money, 2 districts are enough to meet our goals this year for our year 1. We plan on selling at $180 per classroom per month. The truth is, there's no reason to give technology to those who need it. I never liked hearing that. So many people in marginalized groups face discrimination against getting the correct diagnosis. Oh, you're a girl. You can't be autistic is something my female autistic friends have told me they hear a lot. By changing how disability accommodations work in the classroom, we can help entire class and remove the idea of even needing a diagnosis to get the proper level of support. The main flaw with our competitors is either one of 3 things: not being designed for high quality transcription, accommodations being an afterthought, and the fact that one-on-one help can be embarrassing. Let me walk you through a traditional transcription app. First, you walk into class, sit in your seat, and hit transcribe. Where's the microphone? Where is it pointing? Where's the person who is speaking? Most accommodations aren't designed for high quality transcription, as Transcribbit has a speaker or teacher side and infinite student sides. We can get the highest quality transcription whether the students are in the classroom or 100 miles away. And it gets to our core mission as a company. Good disability accommodations benefit everyone. Instead of just helping one student, we plan on helping the entire classroom, because no one has perfect attention, and expecting someone to focus for 3 hours straight just doesn't make sense. Accommodations like Zoom, while also being difficult to use in person, have transcription as an afterthought. It's a horrible interface, and it's so bad that there's an entire marketplace of extensions just to make it even somewhat usable. And our main competitors, paraeducators, love us. There's a huge paraeducator shortage, and we help them do their jobs even better. While being non-intrusive to the class, we even have a paraeducator mode that can be used to help students who need even more support, but don't want the full distractions of a paraeducator. We're the only transcription app that caters to people with attentional disabilities, helping them know when to focus, and saving them from the embarrassment of missing a question directed at them or a key moment that builds into the rest of the lesson. We're cheaper than a paraeducator, and we're much less intrusive to the student. We are also a lot better than our competitors in transcribing in situations where the person isn't directly talking into the mic. We provide a lot more than just transcription, and we transcribe with lower latency than Dragon or Otter AI. Let's take a look at what traditional transcription gets you. 1 hour at the average speaking rate gives you over 30 pages of transcript. So, as someone with ADHD, with my transcript of a class I already attended, I'm expected to sift through over a book per week just to catch up? And that's just one class. Math, computer science, English, history. You can see how traditional transcripts can go overwhelming. Our processing and highlighting of important moments makes it so you can be on track in class and not have to sift through the data. And after class, you can just jump to all the important highlighted moments. No more trying to read 4 books each week. So, we're making our own market here. As we be helping schools cut paraeducator costs and help paraeducators be more efficient at their jobs, we are a new type of assistive technology that's expanding the assistive tech market in schools. Even if we just look at the current market of assistive tech, it's still enough for us to get off the ground, where then we can transition to general tech, because we believe that anyone who wants extra help should be able to get it, and it doesn't cost us any more whether one student or 100 is using us. After that, we plan on transitioning into other industries. I always found it silly just how much focus is directed at just graduating high school. What about college? What about the workplace? If a school is paying up to $60,000 for some students to graduate, what job is expected to do that? We need an accommodation that helps with attentional disabilities in colleges and the workplace. No job is going to have a paraeducator there just to make sure that one person is on task. Transcribbit will be considered the de facto standard for attentional accommodations, and will allow people with disabilities that would previously prevent them from getting gainful employment provide value to the market. Not only do we have 3 schools committed to product testing, we are featured in Portland Business Journal's Under 25 Award, have our first conference customer, Code Launch Accelerator, and once we can transcribe and translate in Spanish, Chaptic and Gizan, a real estate firm in Spain, has agreed to be customers. As a team, we've had first-hand experience with the challenges that students with ADHD and autism face in the classroom. Everyone on our team either has autism or ADHD and has struggled in school as a result. Despite this, we've all been able to overcome these challenges and succeed in our respective fields. Our team consists of individuals with a strong background in computer science and programming. I've experienced writing code for Legacy's Glaucoma Research Laboratory in Portland, while Jade has worked as a lead statistical analyst in Liminal Enterprises. Nicholas has previously been a part of the Google Home team, and we have a number of other talented programmers and business professionals on our team as well. We're passionate about using our skills and experiences to create a product that can help students like ourselves succeed in the classroom. That's why we're developing Transcribbit, a tool we believe would have greatly benefited us in our own academic careers. We notice our weakness as a team. While we're very technically inclined, we have only one person on sales. That's why our advisors help close our weakness. Todd Lawrence teaches entrepreneurship at Oregon State University, and he'll be pitching to Oregon State Disability Services after he gets more data from the pilots. Jerry Young has experience in both EdTech and product development, and Matthew Bucher has over 20 years of EdTech sales experience, has founded successful EdTech companies, and will help us with his connections and his pipeline from selling on both the district and the school level. We're asking for $600,000. This will go to paying our core team so we can work on it all full time, hiring a sales outreach team to work under Freya and Matt, running our server costs, and funding research so we can be on the forefront of cutting-edge technology when it comes to transcription. This tech has multi-billion-dollar companies working on it, and we're poised to reap the benefits of those companies because our design makes it really easy to hot swap this tech. Want instant translation to your native language? That's only an API call away from us. Transcribbit can do a lot more than just help students with potential disabilities. We're thinking long-term about the things that people hate the most in lectures. We're grabbing the audio directly from the teacher's phone. So why not allow students with difficulty hearing to hear the live audio at whatever volume they want? Note-taking in lectures is hard, so we're integrating in with the transcription. I've noticed the parallels between ADHD and people who speak a foreign language. Oftentimes, it's just a couple of words or a couple of phrases that they miss. But with ADHD, I can ask the teacher to repeat themselves and understand it. With foreign language, often it's just a stuck where they get further and further spiraling behind. Students who speak foreign language might want to be able to instantly translate the transcription to native language. Being able to view your lectures is also great for English development for these students. If every student who was left behind or didn't catch a phrase asked the teacher to repeat themselves, there would be no time for the lesson. Transcribbit automates accommodations that currently require the time of a dedicated peer educator. This preserves students' dignity and saves schools money. Economy of scale means it's easy to give these accommodations to any student who wants them, whether or not they have a disability. This makes education more pleasant for all. Thank you.